The history of McLaren, the untold story of speed, innovation, and legacy, from Kiwi dream to motorsport legend. In 1963, a young New Zealander named Bruce McLaren founded a racing team that would go on to change the face of motorsport and eventually the world of supercars. With engineering skill, fearless ambition, and the mind of an innovator, McLaren started humble, with a tiny team dreaming of victory. Today, McLaren is synonymous with Formula One dominance, engineering breakthroughs, and cars like the F1, P1, and Speedtail. In this video, we explore how Bruce's vision carried through tragedies, incredible partnerships, and relentless innovation, building an empire that remains at the bleeding edge of racing and automotive excellence. 1. The Rookie. Bruce McLaren and the birth of a team, 1963 to 1970. Bruce McLaren, born in Auckland in 1937, began his journey by rebuilding an old Austin 7, his first encounter with the machinery that would later define his life. At just 22, he won a Formula One Grand Prix, becoming the youngest winner at that time. By 1963, he had founded Bruce McLaren Motor Racing, aiming to shape not just cars, but a racing culture. The team debuted with the McLaren M2B at the 1966 Monaco Grand Prix. Though the car faced initial setbacks, Bruce's technical insight led to rapid progress. In 1968, McLaren secured its first victory at the Belgian Grand Prix. Simultaneously, Bruce's Can-Am cars stormed North America with unmatched power, dominating circuits with brute 5/8 strength and experimental aerodynamics. The Can-Am dominance wasn't just about raw horsepower. It reflected Bruce's belief in pushing limits beyond conventional design and embracing fearless innovation. Bruce's untimely death in 1970, while testing the M8D at Goodwood, was a devastating blow. Yet the team carried his vision forward, turning loss into legacy and keeping his spirit embedded in every machine they built. His influence remains visible in McLaren's engineering DNA, embedded in how they build, test, and think about speed today. 2. Resilience and rise. McLaren conquers Formula One, 1970 to 1980. After Bruce's passing, Teddy Mayer took the reins. Despite grief, he maintained the team's momentum. By 1974, McLaren secured its first Constructors' Championship, and Emerson Fittipaldi won the driver's title, proving the team's resilience and competitive fire. Through the decade, McLaren became a formidable force, constantly innovating and expanding its design capabilities. In 1981, a pivotal merger with Ron Dennis's Project 4 birthed the TAG McLaren Group. This marked the arrival of the MP4/1, the first F1 car with a carbon-fiber monocoque chassis. The innovation revolutionized safety, offering drivers lighter, stronger, more crash-resistant machines. This technology would later become the industry norm, adopted by every team on the grid within just a few years. Pilots like Niki Lauda and John Watson pushed the cars to podiums, setting the stage for a dynasty. McLaren evolved into a symbol of calculated engineering and strategic ambition, becoming the standard every other team measured itself against. Their rise during the 1970s laid a solid foundation for what would soon become one of F1's greatest legacies. 3. The Golden Era, Prost, Senna, and World Dominance, 1981 to 1994. McLaren's golden age began in the early 80s. With Ron Dennis at the helm, the team built cars that didn't just compete, they dominated. The turbocharged era saw Alain Prost and Niki Lauda win back-to-back titles. But things shifted into legend with the arrival of Ayrton Senna. The Senna-Prost rivalry is still etched as one of F1's fiercest. From 1988 to 1991, McLaren clinched 4 consecutive drivers' titles and 3 constructors' championships. The 1988 MP4 remains iconic, winning 15 of 16 races. Their cutting-edge technologies like active suspension, seamless telemetry, and finely tuned aerodynamics pushed the edge of what race cars could be. More than just a winning streak, this era elevated McLaren's brand into mythic status. The orange and white livery, the Marlboro era, and the unforgettable battles became embedded in racing folklore. McLaren wasn't just fast, it was untouchable. 4. Entering road cars. From F1 to F-Class, 1992 to 2010. By the early 90s, McLaren sought to bring race technology to the road. In 1992, it introduced the McLaren F1, a road car engineered with obsessive attention to detail. Gordon Murray's design featured a central driver's seat, lightweight carbon fiber body, and a naturally aspirated BMW V12 that roared to 240 miles per hour. Only 106 were ever made, but the F1 became a collector's dream. It wasn't just the world's fastest car, it was art in motion. This move laid the groundwork for McLaren Automotive's birth. Over the next decade, McLaren slowly expanded beyond the track. The partnership with Mercedes-Benz resulted in the SLR McLaren 2003 to 2010, blending German efficiency with McLaren's performance DNA. Alongside this, the McLaren Technology Center opened in Woking, one of the most advanced R&D facilities in automotive history. It was clear, McLaren wasn't just building race cars anymore. They were shaping the future of performance road vehicles. 5. Modern supercars, innovation meets performance, 2010 to present. Rebranded as McLaren Automotive in 2010, the company shifted into high gear with the launch of the MP412C. It was the first in a new wave of supercars featuring a twin-turbo V8, adaptive suspension, and a lightweight carbon tub, all engineered in-house. Over the next decade, McLaren unleashed a wave of groundbreaking models. The elegant 570S, the brutal 720S, the hybrid hypercar P1, and the track-focused Senna. The company leaned heavily into engineering excellence and bold design choices. Even limited editions like the Speedtail and Elva proved that McLaren wasn't afraid to experiment. In 2025, they launched the W1, an ultra-limited hybrid hypercar producing over 1,200 horsepower and topping 220 miles per hour. Only 399 units were made. Despite economic pressures, McLaren stuck to its identity, blending legacy racing tech with modern performance. Every model echoed Bruce's original belief that engineering, when fearless, could break every boundary. 6th, off-track innovation, McLaren's wider tech influence. Beyond racing and road cars, McLaren has extended innovation into other fields. The McLaren Applied division applies F1 technology, simulation, aerodynamics, control systems to industries like healthcare, aviation, and energy. The McLaren Driver Development Program nurtures young talent. Their technology has been used in airport congestion analysis, hospital workflow optimization, and more. From electric vehicle battery management to real-time analytics in medical systems, McLaren's engineering capabilities have quietly powered major breakthroughs outside motorsport. Their unique fusion of high-performance computing and design philosophy offers precision tools to both public and private sectors globally. McLaren Applied also contributes to smart city development, autonomous systems, and digital twin modeling, helping governments and corporations make data-informed decisions faster and more accurately than ever before. 7. Today's comeback, F1 resurgence and future growth. After years of struggling seasons, McLaren returned to the top of the grid in 2025 under team principal Andrea Stella. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have led the charge, reclaiming McLaren as a frontrunner at Silverstone and beyond. Their disciplined, data-driven approach mirrored the technical brilliance McLaren is known for, and it yielded results. The team's recent success isn't just about talent, it's about culture, infrastructure, and renewed confidence. Major upgrades to the wind tunnel, simulator, and data analysis systems have paid off. With a young driver lineup and stronger financial backing, McLaren is now poised to challenge Red Bull and Ferrari consistently. The brand's resurgence also boosts UK motorsport innovation, drawing engineering graduates, AI researchers, and global investors eager to align with a legacy team on the rise. McLaren's legacy of innovation and speed. From a young Kiwi rebuilding Austin Sevens to one of the most recognizable names in racing and supercars, McLaren's story is defined by unwavering ambition and technical excellence. The brand that Bruce McLaren built continues to innovate, inspire, and challenge the status quo, whether on the track, road, or in advanced technology. This isn't just a history of races and models, it's a narrative of resilience, tragedy, genius, and propulsion. McLaren remains true to its founder's creed. Racing is everything, engineering is everything, and excellence is non-negotiable. If you enjoyed this journey through McLaren's history, please make sure to like, comment with your favorite McLaren moment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the brands that shaped automotive history.